Nothing says Americana like Mexican food, and nobody embodies that phrase better than Chipotle. Chipotle was never meant to blow up. In fact, it was only ever a means to an end, a temporary side business until founder Steve Ells could achieve his bigger dream. But with a highly profitable and watertight economic model that would make any Harvard Business School graduate lick their lips, Ells managed to grow this side hustle into a booming business with 2,800 locations across the US, quickly growing Chipotle into a fast food behemoth with over $6 billion in annual revenue. Although many might classify Chipotle as an instant success, the road to turning it into one of America's favorite fast food restaurants was a bumpy one. It would test Steve Ells' grit and determination and put him through the ringer even when he thought that future was all but guaranteed. Welcome to the Bootstrapped Founder Spotlight, a series brought to you by the Savvy Mates blog. We're going to put the spotlight on a bootstrapped founder that grew their company the old-fashioned way, using their own financial resources and know-how to build highly respectable and profitable companies, often risking everything they have in the process. Before we begin, this video is sponsored by Gig Rally. Does your business rely on freelancers or contractors? Are you often surprised by the amount that they end up billing you? Then you need Gig Rally to help you keep track of your financial obligation when you hire these professionals. Reduce your financial stress and run a much more profitable business by using Gig Rally. Try out for free by visiting gigrally.com. Steve Ells was born in 1965 in Indianapolis, Indiana, to a pharmaceutical executive and a housewife. His earliest experience in the kitchen was in 3rd grade when he made scrambled eggs with his mother. She had, in his words, a well-seasoned, almost non-stick skillet. He grew up in a food-centric family, with his mother always watching cooking shows and buying recipe books, so it's no surprise that he aspired to become a chef from quite an early age. Ells studied at Boulder High School and later got his Bachelor of Arts degree in art history from the University of Colorado, where he often cooked meals for his classmates. Where most of us survived college on ramen and Red Bull, it seems that anybody who went to university with Steve Ells enjoyed fancier meals, including rare French dishes like the duck confit. Weeks before graduation, he decided to switch it up and enroll in the Culinary Institute of America. He graduated in 1990 and promptly began working for Jeremiah Tower at his legendary Stars restaurant in San Francisco. This was a landmark restaurant in California from 1984 till the late 90s and is considered the birthplace of Californian cuisine, New American cuisine, and celebrity chefs. Having learned from the best, it was no surprise that Ells' next goal was to establish his own fine dining restaurant. Having worked in one himself, he knew that establishing one was no cheap operation. Restaurants of any kind tend to lose a lot of money before they can start turning a profit. So what he needed was an idea, a foolproof one that would generate profits as quickly as possible. He could then use those profits to finance his dream. Are you loving this story so far? Want to view the remainder of this exciting story and learn how Steve Ells turned his fortunes around and would become a fast food tycoon and celebrated entrepreneur? Follow the link below to visit our Savvy Mates blog to watch the full video and many more episodes of Bootstrapped Founder Spotlight, like the one about Phil Knight from Nike, James Dyson from Dyson Vacuum Cleaners, Jane Werwand from Dermalogica, and many more. Visit us at savvymates.com and watch many more interesting episodes of Bootstrapped Founders Spotlight.